In earlier videos, we've covered telling time on the hour and in the first half of an hour. Now let's talk about expressing time in the second half of an hour. And we'll start with a few examples. See if you can notice three things that are different in this construction. Без 23. Без 15:07. Or без 4:07. Без 25 час. Без 10 2. We'll start off with без, literally without. Next we say how many minutes are left until the next hour, and since без always takes genitive endings, we'll put the number itself in the genitive. For numbers that end in a soft sign, and that includes most numbers that you'll need for telling time, just make sure the number ends in I, 5, 10, 25, and so on. Oh, and note that what you see here are accent marks, not the letter I kratkaya. If you do need to be precise, we'll use the feminine genitive ending with одной, because minuta, minute, is feminine. And watch for that final ch sound in двух, трех, четырех. And finally, we'll name the hour that's approaching as a point on the clock. And this part is easy, just say the number. We don't need to change the case or use an ordinal, though do note that if the next hour is 1 o'clock, instead of один, we'll just say час. Let's try a few more for practice. Без 15:09 or без 4:09. Без 20 час. Без 5 4. Без 10 8. To make the differences clear, let's compare time in the second half hour and time in the first half hour. Again, for the second half hour, we start with без, followed by the number of minutes to the next hour in the genitive, and then we just name that next hour in the nominative. Literally, without 10, 3. For the first half hour, we start with the number of minutes we've come into an hour as a period, and then we finish with that hour as an ordinal in the genitive. Literally, 10 minutes of the third hour. This might all seem kind of complicated, but the good news is that it's easy to find opportunities to practice. Whenever you check the time over the next few days, say it to yourself in Russian. Or you could set alarms on your phone in the first half of several hours, and then do the same with alarms in the second half hour. Summing up, to express time in the second half hour, start with без, then the number of minutes to the next hour in the genitive, and finally the next hour in the nominative.